A penny saved is a penny earned. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Never leave that till tomorrow which you can do today. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. You may delay, but time will not. Our necessities never equal our wants. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Vessels large may venture more, but little boats should keep near shore. He that gets all he can honestly and saves all he can will certainly become rich. One today is worth 2 tomorrows. Industry need not wish, and he that lives upon hope will die fasting. There are no gains without pains. We may make these times better if we better ourselves. It is easier to suppress the first desire than to satisfy all that will follow it. Remember that time is money. I have always thought that one man of tolerable abilities may work great changes and accomplish great affairs among mankind, if he forms a good plan and then makes the execution of that plan his sole study in business. At the working man's house, hunger looks in, but dares not enter. He that hath a calling hath an office of profit and honor. Never keep borrowed money an hour beyond the time you promised. Gain may be temporary and uncertain, but ever while you live, expense is constant and certain. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Having been poor is no shame, but being ashamed of it is. The way to wealth is as plain as the way to market. It depends chiefly on 2 words, industry and frugality. That is, waste neither time nor money, but make the best use of both. Without industry and frugality, nothing will do, and with them, everything. If you know how to spend less than you get, you have the philosopher's stone. If you would be wealthy, thinking of saving as well as getting. The use of money is all the advantage there is in having money. He that is of the opinion money will do everything may well be suspected of doing everything for money. If you would know the value of money, go and try to borrow some. He that speaks much is much mistaken. In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. He that goes a-borrowing goes a-sorrowing. There are 3 faithful friends, an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. Remember that credit is money. Rather go to bed without dinner than to rise in debt. Sloth makes all things difficult, but industry all easy. Wink at small faults, remember thou hast great ones. Wealth is not his that has it, but his that enjoys it. Money is of a prolific generating nature. Money can beget money, and its offspring can beget more. A man may, if he knows not how to save as he gets, keep his nose to the grindstone. The most trifling actions that affect a man's credit are to be regarded. The sound of your hammer at 5 in the morning or at 9 at night, heard by a creditor, makes him easy 6 months longer, but if he sees you at the billiard table or hears your voice at a tavern when you should be at work, he sends for his money the next day. Lend money to an enemy, and thou will gain him, to a friend, and thou will lose him. If you lose a troublesome visitor, lend him money. Great spenders are bad lenders. Get what you can, and get what you can hold. 'Tis the stone that will turn all your lead into gold. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. It would be thought a hard government that should tax its people 1/10 part of their time to be employed in its service, but idleness taxes many of us much more. Fools make feasts, and wise men eat them. Your net worth to the world is usually determined by what remains after your bad habits are subtracted from your good ones. Sloth, like rust, consumes faster than labor wears, while the key used is always bright. Employ thy time well, if thou meanest to gain leisure, and since thou art not sure of a minute, throw not away an hour. Then plow deep while sluggards sleep, and you will have corn to sell and to keep. At present, perhaps you may think yourselves in thriving circumstances, and that you can bear a little extravagance without injury. But for age and want save what you may, no morning sun lasts a whole day. Trouble springs from idleness, and grievous toil form endless ease. If you would have a faithful servant, and one that you like, serve yourself. If time be of all things the most precious, wasting time must be the greatest prodigality. Many have been ruined by buying good pennyworths. Woman and wine, game and deceit, make wealth small and the wants great. Experience keeps a good school, but fools will learn in no other, and scarce in that. For it is true, we may give advice, but we cannot give conduct. Poverty often deprives a man of all his spirit and virtue. It is hard for an empty bag to stand upright. They that will not be counseled cannot be helped. Wise men learn by others' harms, fools scarcely by their own. Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I remember. Involve me, and I learn. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of. Do not fear mistakes. You will know failure. Continue to reach out. to succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. The eye of a master will do more work than both his hands. A life of leisure and a life of laziness are two things. Have you somewhat to do tomorrow? Do it today. Sloth, by bringing on diseases, absolutely shortens life. Look before, or you'll find yourself behind. Well done is better than well said. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? Energy and persistence conquer all things. He that can have patience can have what he will. Never confuse motion with action. The only thing that is more expensive than education is ignorance. For every minute spent in organizing, an hour is earned. Search others for their virtues, thyself for thy vices. Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. When you are finished changing, you are finished. While we may not be able to control all that happens to us, we can control what happens inside us. Necessity never made a good bargain. Wish not so much to live long as to live well. You can do anything you set your mind to.